Hi, good morning, everyone. Very glad to see everyone here in today's iTeam session. My name is Simon Ong from iTeam Malaysia, and we have a great session today, and I'm super excited because we have two very important individuals in the iTeam world. So the first person I'd like to introduce to you, his name is Mr. Eric Tan. Hi, Eric. How are you?
Oh, hello, everyone. Great to see everyone today.
Good to see you again. How are you doing during this MCO?
Enjoying myself to the max.
Okay, great. Now, Eric Tan is the CEO of iTeam Malaysia. Yeah. Now, the next important individual, VIP, all the way from Manila, Philippines. So
Hello.
Everyone say hi to Mr. Gerald.
Hi. Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Gerald.
Simon.
How are you?
Good.
How's everything?
Doing great.
Good.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank
Everything
you.
back to normal in the Philippines?
Slowly.
Slowly, yeah? Yeah, the
we
same
are
here
getting
in
there. We are
Malaysia.
getting there.
Yeah.
Getting there, yeah.
So today we have a special discussion. This involves basically how do you guys? I know you guys both of your background is basically they are both professionals, right? Especially you, Eric. I know that you are a professional engineer. Okay, maybe you can tell our audience a little bit about yourself and how actually did you discover about nutritional immunology products?
Wow, this one got a trace back to like 20 years ago.
That's a
well,
long
at the time I was just a young chap.
But you still look so young. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, thank God to the product of nutrition immunology. So I always tell people that is a side effect about taking our products. Okay, you don't look your age. Okay, that is a bigger issue. So a lot of people will feel that hey, do we actually go through some plastic surgery? No. It's just an effect, the miraculous effect about staying young, and you can find all the answers in nutrition immunology. Now, when I get to know about nutrition immunology, that was back in 1997. I was in college, young boy. Talk to me about health, guys. Who the hell will talk to a youngster about health? Okay,
right.
So at that time, I wasn't very keen about knowing more knowledge about health. But what happened was, my dad was a hepatitis B carrier, and he's a sinus patient for like 30 years since it was his secondary, right? So went to see so many doctors, went for operations, taking medicines every night. It doesn't help him at all. Okay, so one fine day, a gentleman came to our house and invited us to a talk called Nutrition Immunology by a scientist called Dr. Jalfi Chen. So me as a young chap, as a flyer kid, I was thinking, oh, could it be another scam? Someone trying to scam my parents for more money and things like that. So I kind of just follow them to listen, to this seminar called the Science of Nutrition Immunology, presented by Dr. Jalfi Chen. Now that was the first time in my life I actually heard about this thing called nutrition immunology, and I find it, hey, great idea. The most important things how we can gain back health is through really nourish our immune system, and through natural food. And what kind of food that we're talking about is all plants, is all fruits and vegetables that we can find in the market. And that's the most simple thing, and that's the most logical thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I was brought in a family that we believe in vitamins, we believe in calcium pills, we believe in milk product. It kind of like after the seminar, 2 hours of seminar, it kind of throw away all my belief. It's like, hey, this thing doesn't work. It doesn't work in the real life. I thought, give me a new thoughts about, hey, are we going the wrong path?
So kind of like a paradigm shift kind of thing, right?
Oh yeah, man, it's a whole paradigm shift, and it's an eye opener. It's an eye opener. Okay. And then that was the first time I actually heard of it. So we decided to get some products to let my father try it out. I mean, he has seen so many specialists, doctors, the subject matter expertise that claim in their own field. Does it help him? No. He has been suffering for 30 years. So after 3 months about disciplinary taking the product, after 3 months, we can see the great improvement in my dad's health. He stopped using the steroids every night. So his sinus issue kind of subsided just very significantly in 3 months' time. So a year later, okay, it's kind of like totally cured, this problem that he has been having for 30 years. Okay? 5 years later, when
after only 3 months.
After only 3 months, guys.
That's amazing.
30 years, 3 months over 30 years period, he could have saved his 30 years and enjoyed his life. You know why he waiting like 30 years? And if we have heard of this thing like 30 years ago, just to change one thing about the diet, he wouldn't have suffering for 30 years. Okay? And then miraculously, 3 years after we have been continuously taking the product, even the hepatitis B is gone. He got back his antibody. Wow. The doctor who was...
That's amazing. That is amazing.
That was amazing. The doctor
Unheard of.
The diagnostic with him, the test with him, is actually his personal friend. So you're kind of like, this cannot be right. There must be something wrong with the report. And the doctor insists to redo the report again, do the test again, and the answer is the same. Okay? There's no more hepatitis B. It's gone. And that was back 20 years ago. That was back in year 2000. Okay? So for the past 20 years, my dad has been enjoying his life truly, healthily, without any suffering from all this kind of unnecessary sicknesses. So I'm a true believer about nutrition immunology.
Right. That's really an amazing story about the benefits and the miraculous part about the nutritional immunology products, right? So I will come back to you about that because I'm really wanted to know how, as an engineer, you are able, besides accepting nutritional immunology product, I know that you actually started the business side of it as well. But I'll come back to you about that one. And
Sure.
So next, I would like to talk to Mr. Gerald, right?
Hi.
Hi, Mr. Gerald. How are you?
Hello. Good. I'm doing good.
Doing good, huh? All right. Now, I know that eLEAD Global, we are starting off in, we have already started in about what? How many countries already, I think about 11, 12 countries.
I think.
Right, 12 countries. And
Yeah.
Philippines, I heard, will be launching very soon, sometime this year, right? So how do you feel about that? And what is the level of excitement like in the Philippines?
The level of excitement in the Philippines is off the roof, Simon.
Great. Good to hear
Yeah.
that.
So actually, this year, eLEAD Global has started on a limited basis. I mean, the logistics is on a limited basis. But hopefully, this year, we can start the full logistics service for the distributors here in the Philippines. And everybody, my team is very much excited to have this full blast of eLEAD logistics for this year. I remember, Simon, when we were starting last part of 2019, BJ and I were thinking, okay, how are we going to make this business in the Philippines if there's no logistics? No, so we decided to go to Hong Kong, okay, get the products there and carry it in our luggage, bring it to the Philippines.
Wow.
Okay.
Now
Yeah,
that's entrepreneurship. I like that.
Yeah. So actually,
Doing whatever it takes, right?
yeah, the first trip we had in Hong Kong, we are armed with $3,000 order. Okay, that's good enough for our 2 luggages. And then we went there, looked for the HK office. Okay, and then finally when we were there, we were putting all the orders. And then distributors from the Philippines started calling us up for additional orders.
Wow.
So from that 3,000, okay, we end up with 6,000 orders.
Amazing.
We couldn't bring it all in the Philippines. So that's another problem. So I said, okay, BJ, how we are going to transport this back to the Philippines? So we look for a local brand name of logistics in Hong Kong, which I know there's a branch in Hong Kong. And we were looking around Kwon Tong area, and lo and behold, it was just at the back of the office of the eLEAD Global. Okay, and that branch is actually the main branch for the Hong Kong area. So
that is truly incredible when you want something bad enough, right? I always
Laws of
feel
attraction.
that Yes, the
Yeah.
universe will help you out. That's
Yes.
They
great.
answer your prayers.
All right.
Yeah, so my friend and I were so excited, and we were so happy to find a Filipino manager also, who are also willing to assist us with our products going back to the Philippines. And so when we said that, okay, and BJ and I told ourselves, okay, we now have an eLEAD business in the Philippines because of this. Okay, but Simon, you know what? My only regret is that we didn't really started eLEAD business right away. As I learned, this began in 2016. We only began 2019 when we went first time in Hong Kong. But I should have listened to Datu Kelvin before and started this, because when I tasted the soy green for the first time, okay, back in 2019, and I said to myself, wow, of all the nutritional immunology products I've tasted so far, this is the best product I've tasted. Okay, soy
Totally
green.
agree. Totally agree.
Yeah,
Tastes so good.
and the effect of soy green to me, after just consuming for 10 days, I lost 10 pounds.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
you're kidding.
Wow.
Amazing.
Really?
yeah. So what is with this product? So I kept telling my friends about it, and they started using soy green, for that matter, and that made me excited with this business. And I could see that this eLEAD product, okay, are a product that speaks for itself. Just let people try it, and then it speaks for itself. They will order for more. And
Yeah.
one thing more, another we call it superstar product here in the Philippines, is Rosy Time. Wow.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
So many good results with this product, and people are looking for it. People are, excited buying it. In
You
fact,
you will find very soon when you launch in the Philippines, you will be out of stock very soon. So make sure you tell your team members to stock up. This is what happened
Simon,
in
I'll tell you
Malaysia,
this.
Singapore, Taiwan. Yeah.
Simon, I'll tell you this. Last month, we had I had a order of 50 Rosy Time.
Wow.
Okay, 50
Really?
Rosy Time. It was wiped out in 3 weeks.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
See?
I think Philippines is in itself is a huge market, right? I know
Very
there are
huge,
many
very
overseas Filipinos as well in places where we have eLEAD Global in our eLEAD Global headquarters, for example, in Hong Kong itself, right? There's probably hundreds and tens of thousands of Filipinos there. Not to mention in the US and all over the world,
Exactly.
basically. So
Yeah.
we are super excited about the Philippines market. I will come back to you because I know you have some amazing story that you would like to share regarding how you actually started this journey as in our nutritional immune products, the business part of it. Now going back to Eric. Eric, you are a professional engineer, right? And you are what, electrical, if I'm not mistaken?
Electrical electronics.
Electrical electronics. Now you have told us how you have actually accepted the science of nutritional immunology, but what about the business part of it? There's always this misconception and myth about this particular industry. So how did you come about accepting the nutritional immunology part, and then going on to start sharing about the benefits of products and eventually building a huge organization in this particular company?
That's a really great question, sir. Simon. I always hear so many people asking me the same question over and over and over and over again. Okay, so a lot of people get very surprised and shocked when I tell them that, hey, I'm in the EXL or in the eLEAD global business. They're like, they give me the look. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you mad? After all these years of investment of study and, doing your bachelor degree, electrical engineering, and you tell me that you're going to do, the first person who give me this reaction is nobody but my dad.
Even after he benefited from the product, right?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. Okay, so I don't kind of like when I first hear it, I know it's an amazing idea. I don't kind of like believe it the first time I hear it. Okay. But one thing I cannot deny about the science of nutrition immunology. Okay. So especially when my dad got such a great result, a lot of people start to come and ask, hey, what do your dad think? Why did he get such a great results? Frankly, I do not know how to even explain it at all. So I was just referring them to the friend that introduced me, who is the friend who brought us to the seminar. Remember the seminar that I told you about? So all the explanation was done by him. I kind of like just be the middleman and say, oh, you got this problem? Okay, you can talk to him. You got this problem? So I don't really into the business, as in I choose into the business. I kind of like defaulted into the business. So that I go, after I joined the company, I think a couple of months later, I kind of like went overseas to pursue my degree in engineering. 3 years later, when I came back, I kind of realized that, hey, actually I generate income. I kind of have income in my bank accounts every month for the past 3 years.
While you were studying in the UK?
Yes.
Wow.
I was like,
okay.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Really? Seriously? It's like money just dropping from the sky without me doing anything. Yeah, it's kind of like being surprised. So, again, I don't come back after spending so much money and time and my brain cell to come back and do nutrition immunology business. I come back and, of course, I work as an engineer. Okay, so I was in a Fortune 500 company, starting my career as a young engineer, full of ambition, full of dreams, full of, all the energy. My dad always tell me one thing, Eric, so long as you work hard, you pursue your dream, you go the distance, you make what you deserve. I was clocking in 16 hours a day, every day without fail, even for weekends. My boss can call me 4 o'clock in the morning and just come to my house and see me finish up some of my documents that I promised him the next morning for the meeting. My boss can call me 5 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, Eric, guess what? We have a meeting in Intel. Hey, Intel from my place is like 380 kilometers away. So he called me like 5 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, Eric, I need to go down. I forgot to tell you, but I'm really sorry about this. But there's an important meeting in Intel tomorrow. You got to be there by 9 o'clock. Guess what? Without saying no, I just wake up. I just go and wash my face. I just drive all the way to Penang. 380 kilometers.
Really?
You are crazy, man. You are crazy. That's how dedicated you were.
Just to prove a point, I always believe, if I put in my effort, I work really hard, I will reap the fruits. So after 365 days working really hard, being a best engineer, best dedicated employee that they can ever find, guess what? I'm waiting for the day, the day where we receive the letter, the increment letter. Hopefully we get a promotion. Hopefully we get a big fat bonus. And then I started to realize, hey, my heart almost shattered into pieces when I received my first increment letter. Okay, it's nearly 75 ringgit. That's less than 3% about my pay.
That's less than 20 US dollar.
My goodness, it's less than 20
Can't
US
even buy
dollars.
anything. Elite Global products.
Wow.
I was like, all the dreams, all the vision I have about my career, it's kind of like just shattered. I was just thinking to myself, is this the way I want to live my life? Is this the way I want to earn my money? And I'm comparing what I am getting without putting anything effort in at all into the nutrition immunology business. My goodness. I was like going back to the records almost every year. My income from the nutrition immunology business is like doubling every year. So if the beginning of the year I get 1,000, end of the year I get like 2,000. The next year I start with 2,000, end of the year I got like 4,000. So it's like it's like increasing exponentially. Then I was thinking, if I go to live my life leveraging on 3% increment every year, where am I heading? I can't even beat inflation. It's just a simple inflation. I can't beat it.
Right.
So I'm totally, at the time after 2 years, I decided, hey, I need to do something about it. I cannot continue living my life having someone else to decide how much I'm earning. And that doesn't work in this real world. So I remember Robert Kiyosaki once said this, if you want to change your life, you got to change your way about making money. You got to change your way about earning. And that is a wake-up call for me at that time. yeah, so that's how I start to really look into the business. And when I remember when I spent a few years in my the nutrition building my nutrition immunology business. When I got to one of the highest rank in the company, I realized that hey, my 1 month income in this in building this business can equivalent to 2 years of my salary working as an engineer. Hey guys, 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Unbelievable.
in other words, if I'm going to build this business for a year, you're talking about the whole entire career working as an engineer. Your total earnings.
Correct.
I correct me if I'm wrong. I think your dad was a banker, right?
Yeah, my dad was a banker.
Yeah. So I remember you mentioning something about your income is actually exceeded his last drawn salary as a banker.
Wow.
My dad was a senior vice president of the bank before he retired. Well, that was of course you calculate the inflations and whatnot. But then back then it was quite a considerable amount of money. But remember, if considering the figures, when I achieved my diamond in EXL, okay, that month's income was like 3 times what he was retired as a bank senior vice president.
Oh, wow.
That's
and my
amazing.
dad spent like 35 years down with sinus, down with all this, hepatitis B, sacrifice all the time with the family, sacrifice all the time with me as a young kid. I kind of grow up my dad, So every time I remember my childhood as I kind of like grow up in his office. So every time he work over the weekends. So I got to bring my toys to his office or my books to the office. Either I study or I play. And he's like busy with all his documents. Yeah.
So you're very familiar with the banking environment, yeah?
Well, kind of like change, yeah. I mean, things change nowadays. Those days we're talking about everything is like so mundane. Everything is like so documented. There's piles and piles of paperwork in front of your desk. But nowadays, guess what? Everything changed. A computer, a laptop from those days, Apple. I remember that day my friend was just showing me the photos about when Steve Jobs first launched first Apple computer. It was big, bulky, personal computer that right in front of you. Look at what happened today. Okay, that thing is long gone, right? Right now, it's just a handphone. It's just a mobile phone that is a palm size. You can rule the world, guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how the thing changed. So a lot of people, if they are still living in that era, they gotta wake up. They gotta do something about it. The world is not waiting for you. Okay, everything is evolving. Yeah.
Totally agree. I think our profession in this particular industry has actually evolved. Okay, no doubt. Back in those days, it was practiced differently. But I'm seeing that even in my own team, right, we have many professionals. I have a PhD in statistics who was a former university lecturer, right? I have somebody in my team who has an MBA and he's a CPA, right? We have IT managers. So a lot of professionals are beginning to view this particular business or this particular industry as another different platform for them to actually generate extra income or quite possibly down the road, something that they can actually go do it on a full-time basis like yourself, Eric and Gerald, right? So absolutely amazing story. Now, Gerald, I know that you have been in this business for many years. Okay, perhaps you can share with us what are some of the highlights of your years in this particular business.
Okay, Simon. Actually, I've started this business just like Eric about 20 years or maybe further. In 1995, that would make it 25 years in the business now. Yeah, so I was working as a computer supervisor in a marketing company at that time. And when I was invited by my uncle, he told me, Gerald, there's a doctor's going to have this seminar in Manila. I want you to attend it. He wants me to attend the health seminar because our family had health problems before. In fact, my mother died of cancer when she was 39 years old. Okay, my grandmother also died of cancer. My grandfather also was taken away by cancer. One of my tita also passed away due to cancer. So Simon, as you know, we are a cancerous family. No.
Right.
So
Sorry to hear that. Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
good thing that you know about the science, right?
yeah. So when the first time I saw Dr. Chen talk about nutritional immunology, and I saw this natural killer cell eating up a cancer cell. Wow, this is the solution to our health problem. So I became an advocate of nutritional immunology. That's the first time I really saw it, and it became my mission, Simon, to tell this to tell this mission to other people. And guess what? Who's the first one I approached? The first one I approached, of course,
Oh,
was my father. Yeah, person I know.
okay.
My father, who was also have health problems, I told him about this nutritional immunology, and then he was saying, don't believe those herbal quack quack doctors, don't. If you are sick, you go to
Selling
the
snake oil.
doctor. Yeah, go to the doctor if you're sick. Yeah, it's also made by a doctor. No, those are quack quack doctors. Anyway, my my father didn't believe it. Okay, some of my relatives at first did believe it. So I turned to people who I really don't know. Okay, like my co-employee in the office. In fact, one of my boss, he asked me, "Okay, Gerald, what are you selling?" I told him this nutritional immunology products. He said, "Do you have any product there? Okay, do you have any product there for my arthritis?" Yeah, at first I really didn't know the product because I was so new. I was looking at the price list, NOAC, NOCO, Digeston, Stress Gone, and I saw ART, arthritis. Okay, maybe that's it.
That works,
So I
right?
gave
That
him,
works.
I gave him art, and then lo and behold, after 3 days, he was telling me, Gerald, your product is so effective.
Three
My
days.
arthritis.
Wow. That's
After
even
3 days,
faster
my
than yours,
arthritis
Eric.
is gone. Yeah, and it was like
Amazing.
amazing. And that story, that effect of the product came around the office, and my coworkers starting asking me, okay, Gerald, what's good and for this and that, what's good for asthma? I didn't know, so I gave him stress gone. I didn't know. And then after 2, 3 days, he came back. Gerald, your stress cone is good. My asthma is gone. Wow, really?
The
I couldn't
power
believe.
of nutritional immunology products.
Yeah, yeah, because our product is food. Anything that you give also actually is good for the immune system. And then the only time I told him back, I think he should have gotten Noco. That's really for the for the asthma. Okay. Anyway, that started my business. I was a part-time distributor of EXL for 1 year, and then and I was so surprised after 1 year, my rebate was 10 times more than my salary.
Wow.
Okay,
10
yeah,
times.
Whoa.
10 times more than my salary. So starting in 1996, I resigned and became a full-time distributor of nutritional immunology.
Now, how long
Okay,
have you
so
been working at that time with the company?
for that company, I was working about 3 years.
3 years.
Three
Prior to
years.
that, you have already started working as well, right?
No, that's my first job.
Oh, your first job. Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, that's my
Took
first
you
job.
1 year to actually make 10 times more than your
Yeah,
previous job.
so I was doing that, and after 1 year, I rose to become Jade, and my rebates was like 50 times more than my salary before. And after 3 years, I became a Diamond Master. My rebate was 100 times more than my
Whoa.
salary. Yeah, so
My goodness.
100 times. So
Now
I was
you
very
can just okay. Sorry,
I
go ahead.
was really very thankful on this system, okay, with the company, because it allows me to have this kind of income wherein I've worked really hard, Simon, for 2, 3 years in this business. But the effect of that working hard is I'm still reaping it after 25 years until now.
Wow.
Okay, so this is the power of this system. Okay, And that really made me a believer of the system. And of course, what made me more excited, okay, Eric and Simon, is that like what you're saying. Before, that's our offline business. But right now, it has been combined with e-commerce. Okay? MLM, nutritional immunology, and then what you call online business. Okay? That is even more powerful than before.
That was just what I was going to ask you, right? You build that kind of income 50 times, 100 times with just a market in just Philippines itself, right? So
exactly.
Can just imagine what eLEAD Global with a global market will do for you, right?
Maybe 1,000 times,
Wow.
Simon. Who knows?
Let's pray hard. So when Eric and I go to Manila, you can provide us free boarding
I'm
and
going
food.
to Philippines.
No problem, Simon. No problem. Yeah.
Wow.
Great. That's great. That's really, really great. Now, Eric, as we know, just now we were talking about, like Jarrell was talking about how fantastic the nutritional immunology products is and the business side of it, right? So, eLEAD Global, as we know, is an online platform, correct? And let's not kid ourselves. There are so many online and also traditional business offline. We so-called offline. So.
Yep.
For somebody who is just listening in, who is still on the fence, thinking about whether to jump in into this particular business of ours. So why should I choose eLEAD Global when we have so many options available?
Well, actually, it's very, very true. I always ask my friends a very simple questions. Would you agree that today, if you want to change our life, got to engage ourselves in some business, any kind of business. A business, okay? So we know very well that just working for people under employment will not make you rich, okay? You want to be rich, you got to do some business. You got to engage yourself in business. You got to build a business, okay? Now, the big questions, $1 million question is this: what kind of business will you engage yourself in? Okay? So to me, the first criteria, you got to be a trend, okay? You got to be a trend in the market, okay? So today, I always ask my friend a very simple questions. Example, Coca-Cola, Coke. Coke is a great company, but would you invest $100,000 to open a store to sell Coke?
No way.
You're not going to do that. You're going to do that because Coke is no longer in the trend. It's not a trend, right? It's probably, it's a commodity, it's essential items, but you're not going to open a shop just to sell it because it's no longer a trend. If it's not the business is not in the trend, you go bust soon. It's not going to be sustainable. Okay, you got to ride on the wave. So to me, the first thing is about trend. So look at it right now, COVID-19. What is the trend that people is selling online right now today? You see a lot of people starting the business selling masks.
Yep. Hand
sanitizer, right? A lot of these things coming up, right? But the thing is this, okay? Can it be a sustainable business? Can it be an evergreen business? So it's like, today got COVID-19, I open my store, I sell masks. Tomorrow, no more COVID-19, I close my store, I stop selling masks. So your income is going to be like a yo-yo, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to be sustainable. Now, I always ask my friend one thing. Do you agree that e-commerce is going to be a trend? Not for the next 3 months when COVID-19 is here, but it's going to be a trend for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years, for the next 30 years, as long as data is important to human. As long as convenience is important to human. Okay,
correct.
So, and then the second thing is about the trend about health. Do you agree that people today is become more and more health conscious compared they are like 10, 20, 30 years ago? Do you agree if I say that? Right?
Yes.
Okay? So,
absolutely.
Combining these two trends that make us eLEAD Global a great business to start with. Okay, and second thing, I always believe one thing: the demand have to be bigger than the supply. The demand gotta be bigger than the supply. I want to ask my friend one thing: if you agree that, hey, if you're in the medical line during this COVID-19 period, your business will be booming like crazy. I've been telling that, I always tell them, right? For me, I'm not only in a medical line, and not just in a medical line. We are in a line whereby we are dealing with health. In a business line where we're dealing with health, that the demand of the market is starting from the day this baby is born to the day that he's died.
Yeah, correct.
And they have this whole spectrum of time where they
true.
need, so long as you're alive, you need it. So long as your immune system is still working, you need it.
Yeah,
Okay, so that is very important. The demand is huge, and third thing we talk about the marketplace. Do you want a business? Your marketplace is bigger or smaller? You of course you want the marketplace to be reached out to as many people as possible, right?
Correct.
And the best part is, hopefully, you can make the money from the US while you sitting in the Philippines, sitting in the Malaysia, right? Hopefully you can make some Canadian dollars while you're sitting in Malaysia. You hope you can make some Hong Kong dollars while sitting in Malaysia. And this all thing is possible because thank God for internet. Thank God for internet. Okay, and all these things become possible. I always tell my friend, even you cook the best food in the market, even you cook the best, what is the common food that we have? Okay, the best hot dog you can ever find in the whole Malaysia. Okay, will I stay in Kuala Lumpur, travel all the way to Penang just to eat your hot dog? Come on, guys. Okay, so your business spectrum is very limited to where you are physically are. Until you can think out of the box, I can still make money without me being physically there. I still can make my business, and that's why we call business. Everyone thinks Jack Ma did a great thing with Alibaba. I always tell my friend, do you know that Jack Ma is making your money every day? But you go to, and did he sell you anything? He didn't sell you anything. He didn't sell you anything at all. But what he did is, he created a great platform called Alibaba and put all the good merchandise on it. And whoever need the product will come in to look for it and buy it. And this platform, does it just happen in China? Does it just happen in Hong Kong? No. It happened in everywhere in the world.
exactly.
So that is exactly where we are today. This is exactly where we are today. In this great era where the e-commerce and the whole health industry combinations. And thank God for Dr. Chen that we have such a great science on nutrition immunology. Guys, we're going to be there. We're going to be there. You like it, you don't like it, you follow us, don't follow us, we will be there. I guarantee you this. Okay? And we're going to reach.
That's great, Eric.
That's really why I have been involved with this business also for so many years. I think you actually mentioned something that's very important, and even Gerald was talking about it just now. Something that he did, right, many years ago, and he's still reaping the rewards of something that he did right many years ago. So that is the one of the most fantastic feature of our business, especially now with eLEAD Global platform. Now, Gerard, as you know, we are now in very stressful times. I don't know. I think it's a global kind of thing. Besides dealing with the pandemic, right? There are people dealing with being out of job. There are layoffs, like every single industry, right? Like even here in Malaysia, we have. Last time we used to consider people in oil and gas industry used to be recession-proof, right? I think Eric, Gerard, you agree, right? But I have friends who are in oil and gas industry who has been laid off, right? Even after working 20 over years in the company, just like that, So I know you don't have any prior sales and business experience before starting this particular business, right? So what was your mindset? What were you thinking? You have no business experience, but you made the jump into this rewarding career.
It's a good question, Simon. Okay, my mentor before was saying, I don't have experience on sales. I don't have experience of motivating people or public speaking or even putting up a business. And the funny thing is, says, you can still make it, Jarwell. All you need to do is just open your mouth. You'll become successful. Huh? I'll just open my mouth and
as easy as that, huh?
Yeah, as easy as that, And said, Jarwell, open your mouth to eat the product. Okay? Open your mouth to tell about people nutritional immunology, and open your mouth to teach about the opportunity in these nutritional products. And that's what I did. First part of my business, I was practicing my public skills by sharing NI. Even if I jumbled all this immune system, they doesn't care because they really don't know what I'm talking about. And I was just practicing my presentation to people I don't know. So I became proficient in sharing about nutritional immunology. The next part of my journey was I was sharing the product to people. Okay, so this gave me confidence on our nutritional immunology products, and it taught me how to sell. Okay, and selling is not like like our usual salesman that we see in the mall. Okay, salesmanship here in in this business. Okay, it's just sharing your personal story. Okay, that's why my mentor said use the product first so you can have your own story to tell. Okay, so when I personally experienced a product, now I have my story to tell. I was able to hone my selling skills. Okay, and the last part of my career is sharing the opportunity. This one is very hard for me because Filipinos are used to just selling. We are new to the concept of this network business or this MLM business.
Mm.
It is. So
In the Philippines, really?
in
Oh,
the Philippines,
at
during
that
that
time.
time, it was that time. So selling this opportunity took some time for me. But when I understood the system, we were able to create a good team. Okay, uh, I was able to build a very sizable group at that time because finally, when you sell to them not nutritional immunology product, but the vision, okay, of them in the future, of what will they be, okay, to change their lifestyle. And I'm happy that I've seen a lot of people who have changed their lifestyle regarding health and even in their material wealth, okay. And they've used our nutritional immunology products to do just that. Okay, and now we have a very good team in the Philippines, especially in eLEAD Global, wherein we conduct, weekly meetings, okay, and using Zoom. Okay, so our mindset right now is just like Eric was saying, how to capitalize e-commerce in this time of quarantine.
Yeah, I guess there's something that's really positive that actually came out of this pandemic, right? Even
Yes,
for me, I'm not very tech savvy. I'm sure you also, Gerald, is the same. We were struggling with how to use Zoom, and now here we are. Voila. So yeah,
yeah.
that's great. Yeah.
I was watching the TV all the time because what are you going to do here in the house? Just watching the news. I just saw in CNN 40 million Americans have no jobs.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
40 million. Can you just imagine that?
That's
And in the
that's like 10,
Philippines,
more than 10%.
yeah, a lot of OFW or overseas Filipino workers are coming home to the Philippines right now because there's no job already in where they are.
Wow.
Okay, so that's the challenge for the Philippines right now. Okay, and the only thing that's the bad thing, but the good thing is now it has added to our market here in the Philippines. People will be looking for a job, and then I think it's the right time to offer them eLEAD Global. You could just stay at home, and do your business. Okay, continue your quarantine at home while expanding your business
Yeah.
at
Can do.
home.
In
Okay,
fact, during this quarantine, I'm even busy. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
I'm even busier because it's so convenient to actually just get online and start a meeting or start a presentation with someone, right, from the comforts of your home.
Actually, Simon, even if they stop quarantine, I will still
Right.
I'll still be quarantined here in the house with eLEAD Global.
Oh, used to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you have really raised a really good point. I mean, uh, besides what you have just mentioned, you can actually do this from anywhere. Eric also mentioned the whole world at the tip of your fingertips, right? You just need a smartphone with Wi-Fi connection, and you can literally
Exactly.
start this business anywhere. And it doesn't cost an arm and a leg, to actually start a eLEAD global business. Come on, I'm not going to go into the detail of the marketing plan. You can ask somebody if you're not very sure. You can just ask somebody who introduced you into this session more about the details. But it's such a bare minimum. It's zero cost to start, right? You just probably need to try a few products just to get the feel of what we are talking about, because we can say whatever, how good the product is, but if you haven't tried it, you wouldn't know, correct? That is a great story, Jarrell. Thank you so much for sharing. And now, Eric, we all know that regardless of what business you are planning to get involved in, whether it's eLEAD Global, offline, online, or other traditional businesses, right? Choosing the right business platform and also the correct partners, in this case, the correct team is so important. So all of us here belong to iTeam. iTeam is a global, should I say, we have members all around the world, right? We have members in the US, Canada, we have members in Australia, Taiwan. We have a huge presence here in Malaysia and in Singapore. So what are the advantages of iTeam?
That is a very, very important question. So I always tell my friends, right, getting into business, you see, I myself is a business owner. I have my own engineering firm as well, okay? So what are the biggest struggle I have? Okay, two things. Number one is talking about a business partner. Okay, I go through so many business partnership failure. Why? Because it's very difficult to find the right partner that can suit you. It's just like how difficult is it to find a wife quality woman to get married with?
Exactly.
But that's so important, because these are the people who will be working with you for the rest of your life, for generations to come. Okay, so that is very, very important. So I always tell my friend, choose wisely. To me, choosing a partner is very important, especially in business. Okay, have this guy done it before? Have this guy achieved it before? Do they have a vision? What kind of vision are they having? What kind of tools they can provide? What kind of facility they can provide? And all these things is very important when we are choosing the right partner, okay, for us to work with. Now, for iTeam is one thing I'm so excited to tell you guys, right? iTeam, we had a meeting the other day, looking at what is up and coming for the next half a year, for the next year. I am totally amazed. We are totally amazed. We are no longer just a small little, partnership that we're looking at. We're getting very corporatized, right? We're getting very corporatized. We have designed all the tools for you. Okay, all you need to do, probably just go into the website, do a copy and paste to your social media, and voila, the whole thing, the whole engine will do the miracle for you. To help you to dig out, who could be interested, who could not be interested, and all these people will be channeled to you and tell you, hey, I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this thing? And all this tool is ready for you. Free. Guys, isn't that amazing? It's free.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Awesome.
we have invested so much money to help you to build it. And the most important thing, we don't just, we kind of like walk the talk. Okay? All of us, the leaders, the founders, we walk the talk. We don't just tell you that, hey, I want to create 100 millionaires in the next 1 year, instead of 2 years. We are actually doing it. Okay? So, to me, it's very simple. If I do not have the facility, I do not have the capability, I don't have the competency to make myself a millionaire, I better work with a millionaire that have been there, done that, and just show me the way. All I need to do is just follow his footsteps. So I'm sure there's so many people in iTeam, not only me, not only Jarrell, there's so many people out there has done it, make it. And they all can show us the way, how we can do it. And the tools is given. The experience is there, the professionalism is there, and we're getting more and more corporatized about the whole thing. Okay, including we have our platform on the website, we have platform on WeChat. Okay, to open up the China market, and up and coming, we even going to have our own iTeam app, our own app that you can download from Play Store. You can just download it.
Amazing.
And it's going to be so corporate. We're going to even have our customer relationship people that can help you to answer all your consumers' questions. Hey, I got a problem with, like what Gerald was saying, hey, I got a problem with arthritis, and what should I be taking? Okay, don't ask me, go ask the customer service. Okay, we have our customer service team.
That's nice. Woo!
So all we need to do, like what Gerald was saying, open your mouth, take the product, and share with people. Okay, share with people, not answering people, not to solve their problem.
Correct.
Someone else is going to solve the problem for them. Okay, of course, you will be part of these great organizations. You just need to ride on the wave. Okay, you just need to. I was saying, you know, one of the reasons why I chose eLEAD Global when I first started, you know, hey, I'm standing on the shoulder of a great giant. The giant is called Dr. Zalvei Chen, right? I'm standing on her shoulder. I want to reach a higher height, which I'm not tall enough. I just stand on someone that's tall enough. I can reach that. Mm-hmm. Call me a leech, it's okay. Call me a leech, it's okay. Okay, but I'm leeching on something right. And that is
very nice, very nice.
Yeah. So IT World, you know, it's a great partnership. We have designed everything based on experience. Everything is recorded. You know, so we will have our own business school. You can go there and download. Not download. You can go and listen. Okay, I do not know how to share with people. Don't worry, we have a professional to teach you how to share with people. I do not know how to start a business. Don't worry, we have all the courses there to help you to start a business. You know, everything is so comprehensive. Okay, so you want to find out more? Talk to whoever has introduced you to today's talk. Okay, find out more, and they can show you how to do it. And it's very, very, very simple.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Wow.
Thank you, Eric, and also Gerald. I think it's a fantastic sharing from the both of you. Now, due to time constraint, we like to thank the both of you for taking your time off to actually share with all of us. And I truly believe that eLEAD Global is going to be on a trajectory. You know, it's going to explode. This business is going to explode. We have so many other countries we haven't even been to yet, right? Now there's only 12 countries. So the potential of this business is unlimited. So Eric and Gerald, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. And for the audience out there, I hope that you have gotten some value out of today's sharing. And we hope to see some of you in our next session. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Welcome.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Great sharing. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.